Hi, Lenora. Let's go ahead and take a look at your week one work. Really nice job here. This is beautiful, I think, especially for being week one. We've got some nice, just hints of shading going on to give us a sense of roundness and, that the chin and the face kind of protrude from where the neck is. That kind of stuff. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. We do want to work on proportions. We're a little bit large, perhaps, on the eyes and just start thinking about how those shapes relate to other shapes, and proportion something we're going to be working on a lot over the next 8 weeks. But I think we're off to a strong start, so we just want to start thinking of perception versus symbols. So we tend to, and this is something we read about in week two's reading, is that we tend to kind of maintain these symbols that we've learned from the time we were a child of, this is what eyes look like, this is what a nose looks like, this is what a mouth looks like. And we want to start using perceptual skills opposed to just doing symbols. But I think you've got some really nice excuse me, details here that give, a sense of an individual opposed to, just, this is a drawing of a person and it tends to be the same over and over again. So we want to start working on proportions and shading, but I think this is really beautiful. And I think if this is where you're starting, we're going to be in good shape by the time we get to week 8. So same thing here. We got a nice sense of some of the proportions here. We're probably a little bit small on the palm compared to, the length of the fingers. So it might have helped, to kind of, measure from your wrist to, the top of your palm. So maybe where the top of that middle or the bottom of that middle finger is, and then measure again perhaps the length of that middle finger, and then you can kind of see that, oh, you know what, they're about the same. So maybe this is, a little bit on the short side, and it's just those little things that kind of help us give a little more realism. I like that you're starting to think about knuckles, all that kind of stuff. So start to think about, the individual pieces as being parts of the whole. But really nice job. Beautiful job here. Really nice sense of linear perspective. So we'll start building on those skills as well. And these are really fun. You could have, if you wanted, you could have just done one image of all 4 of them. They don't need to be so big, so you could save yourself the time of photographing and scanning. If it's one exercise, you can just do 1 page of them. But these are really beautifully done. I hope you enjoyed kind of experimenting with these different line types. And this is really fun. This is kind of a cool little drawing that you've got going on here, and thanks for including your viewfinders. I think you're off to a really strong start, and I'm excited to see what happens over the next 8 weeks.